Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from the Texas Capitol. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. They'll keep it on the ground. Compton. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. McKee now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
Here's McKee. And he's got his man on the out route. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now, this great city, Austin, one of the fastest growing metropolises, not just in Texas, but in the U.S. as a whole. Of course, the University of Texas is here. Vibrant nightlife, great music scene, great food scene. And now an NFL franchise, and these folks are over the moon. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Up the middle they go. Compton. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a 2nd and 6. McKee to throw here. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate, drops it.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Well, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it. Because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield. Mission accomplished. Points on the board.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 9th-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jeffers. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now 3rd down and 7. Back to throw. Jeffers. And he is caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw on 3rd down, Jeffers. That is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 4th down, Jeffers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Black Knights have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead.
So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
They'll run on first down. Compton. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. Second down.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
On second down now, Compton. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stuff the run. But I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a first.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and that will keep this a 4-point game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Throwing to start the drive. Jeffers, he finds his man, complete. That's Daniels. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Off play action. Jeffers. Throw outside, complete. That's Knight. 7 yards there on a first down. They'll try the left side. Hart evades the tackler and has some space. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Operating from the gun, Jeffers. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on first and goal. So a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on first and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
To throw on second down. Jeffers, touchdown! A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now the try here for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Austin's offense ready to go again. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. McKee.
sacked back at the 2. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Compton. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it.
Pressure comes and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Jeffers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
On 1st and 10, Jeffers. He finds his man, complete. It's Hart. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Jeffers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he returns this to the 22. Austin's offense ready to go again.
Well, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. McKee will look to throw it.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. got it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back to throw, McKee.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lindsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Looking left side of him's got a man. That's Lindsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Dragons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to... All right, we will save the week one highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jeffers. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Now a 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They run the counter. Compton. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. And McKee now. They'll get this into the hands of Hodge. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. McKee. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got this down to the 35. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Back to throw again. His throw incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game. I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, McKee. And he will find his man on the outside. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
Operating from the gun, McKee. Touchdown! From 10 yards out. And the Dragons are an extra point away from evening this one up. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
An extra point splits the uprights, and that will level the playing field at 17 all.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Rio offense set to take over. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Throwing on first down. Jeffers, he finds his man, complete. That's Daniels.
That's interference. Defense.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the clean call.
It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Well, if you like the matchup and that connection works to start the drive, no reason to go away from it. Let that defense prove that they can stop you. And here, it's 2 throws and 2 first downs.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Operating from the gun. Jeffers. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Jeffers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Austin. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Black Knights answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Austin's offense ready to go again. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
They'll find Lindsey here. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down. McKee. And that is incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Hart. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jeffers. Throw to the right, taken in by Hurd. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run the counter. It's Hart, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st and 10, Jeffers. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jeffers. And he'll be taken down, but he does does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Black Knights are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Austin's offense ready to go again. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
McKee now to throw.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Holding. Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here's McKee.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
McKee to throw here.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
On 3rd down, McKee. And that will be incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
To throw on 3rd down. Jeffers, he finds his man, complete. That's Daniels. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he is going to have a 1st down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. McKee. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. McKee. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will